We're going to start by sitting down onto our heels, taking our legs a little bit wider apart. So kind of the same distance apart you probably would if you were coming down into a child's pose, which we'll do in a moment, so don't panic anyone. Now I want everyone to take their hands behind them. Take the hands behind them, placing the hands on the ground. So fingers are going to face towards the top of the mat. So some people may find this a little bit tight on the ankles, okay? So see how you feel. If you need to place a block, hooks, or whatever it is you're using underneath your glutes to sit on top of, then go ahead and do so. Take the hands, spread the fingers. Fingers are pointing towards the top of the mat. Take an inhale into the front of the chest. So you're lifting the front of the chest up towards the ceiling. And then as you exhale, push down for the feet and down for the hands. Lift the hips up towards the roof. Take a breath in, lift up through the chest. As you breathe out, allow the neck to relax. So bringing the crown of the head to face the ground behind you. If this is too much, then keep the chin into the chest. Deep inhale into the front of the body. Exhale, roll the shoulders back. So draw the shoulder blades together. Open that chest a little bit more towards the top of the room. Deep inhale. Tuck the tailbone as you exhale. Take the breath in into the front of the body. Now roll the arms around so you can feel the arm creases facing more towards the front of the mat. You might feel this playing into there or stretching out the biceps more. Deep inhale. As you exhale, gently lower those hips down. Good, just let go of the neck. So face the face, down towards the mat. So we get a little stretch out through the back of the neck. Hands can be beside you. Head or neck is relaxed. Head is just hanging forwards off the shoulders. Stretch out those those neck muscles. Good. You can kind of rock it from side to side. So we go from left to right, getting a little stretch into the side of the neck, each side, left and right. And now let's bring those palms flat on the ground once again. Fingers are going to face forwards. So maybe you want to take the hands a little bit further back this time. See how it is, see how it feels when you come up into it. If it doesn't feel good, then walk the hands a little bit closer towards the feet, okay? So let's take a breath in as we lift up through the front of the body once more. Lift up through those hips. And as you exhale, relax the neck. Deep inhale, lift up through the sit bones. Exhale, tuck the tailbone. Push down through the hands and feet as you breathe in, feeling the hips kind of drawing up towards the ceiling. Exhale, rotate those arms, elbow creases face forwards. Nice deep inhale. Draw the belly in, exhale. One more breath in, and lower the hips down as you breathe out. Whew. Let's let go of that neck again. Allow the head to fall forwards. Good. While the head's falling forwards, just take the hands and kind of push down through the top of the hands, down beside you, okay? So we're getting a little stretch then through the forearms. So the hands, or top of the hand will be facing down onto the mat, something like this. Good. Now let's inhale, send our hands up towards the ceiling. Just breathe in, sit up tall. Hands reach upwards, arms reach up, fingers spread. And then as you exhale, come forwards into child's pose. Good. Now remember, there's two variations of child's pose. So variation one is how we generally do our child's pose in our practice, which is feet together, knees wide apart, arms extending forwards. Version two is knees together. So the upper body lays on top of the thighs, giving you a little bit more of a curve into the spine, a little bit more opening into the spine. Arms can reach backwards in this one if it feels comfortable. Keep arms reaching forwards. And start to come into your Ujjayi breath now. So we're starting to move, so let's switch on our Ujjayi breath. Deep inhale, deep exhale, each time through the nose. Engaging your whisper muscles. Good, now place the hands down on top of the mat in front of you and then breathe as you lift up into your tabletop position. Good, now we're going to take our cat and cow, so breathe into your first cow by sending the belly down, shoulders roll backwards, opening that chest forwards. As you exhale, push the ground away, lift out of the spine, tuck the tailbone. Let's take another nice deep inhale. Keep that connection with the feet and the ground. So push down through the feet. Exhale everything out. Tuck tailbone, lift spine, look to belly. Nice deep inhale. Fill up as much as you can. Breathe into the front of the body, feeling those abs stretch out. Exhale everything out. And now we're going to freestyle for a few breaths. Now we're going to start to barrel roll the chest, bend the elbows, lower that chest down to the mat, even lowering those hips back down towards the heels. Anything that feels good for you. And maybe close the eyes. Close the eyes and just move around. Really start to work into those corners of the body that sometimes we just can't reach in ordinary cat and cows. Got to really kind of move around and open up. And as we're in the comfort of in our own homes or even gardens for some of you, really start to move around. And now bring yourself back into your tabletop position. Step the feet back about half a foot. So your knees, your feet are going to go backwards. Take an inhale. As you exhale, lay down onto the front of the body. Good, now hopefully we've all got room here. And we're going to take a T shape. So we're going to send the arms out towards the sides of the mat, or sides of your room, sides of the mat. Good, now bring the left hand back inwards, so it's by the left shoulder. Now lift up your left foot as you inhale, and then as you exhale, send it over towards the right sides. Good, so we're stretching out through the right arm, but we've got the left hand flat on the ground. Now inhale into the sides of the rib cage. Exhale, push down through the left hand, so you're kind of rolling over, or you're not kind of, but you are rolling over onto the right side. Getting that lovely little stretch through the front of the shoulder into the pec muscle. Good, take a breath in. Push down and roll over a little bit more as you breathe out. Deep inhale. Full exhale. One more breath in. Bring that left foot back over as you breathe out. Extend the left arm out towards the side and then bring that right hand in towards the shoulder. Now lift up the right leg as you breathe in, and as you breathe out, send it over towards the left side. Good, now keep sparking out through the left fingers, so we're spreading the hands, spreading the palm. Deep inhale into the sides of the rib cage. As you exhale, push down through the right hand, feeling that right shoulder rolling over on top of the body towards the left side. Breath in. Breath out. Expand the ribs, deep inhale. Send that left knee a little bit further, right knee a little bit further towards the right as you breathe out. Deep breath in. As you breathe out, come all the way back down. Good, I think there's a bit of confusion there, my left and rights, wasn't there? Okay, bring the hands underneath the shoulders now. So walk the hands, bring the hands in underneath the shoulders. Now breathe into a cobra. So just lift up, hold the cobra. So we're going to hold this first one. Relax the shoulders as you exhale. Lift up through the front of the chest as you breathe in. Draw the elbows in as you breathe out. Deep inhale. Tuck the tailbone as you exhale. Draw in the glutes, sit bones. One more breath in. Tuck the toes, downward facing dog as you breathe out. Good, now walk your dog out. So bend your knees, bend your elbows, shake your head, relax your neck. Again, this is another good opportunity at the start of our practice to work into those corners, those edges, those places in the body that we find difficult to kind of open up at any other time of the day, really. I know a lot of us sit at desks, you know, and we still do our little twists and little stretches, but there's always areas that we can't quite reach. Good, now make sure you balance out on both sides. So if you've done something on the left or on the right, make sure you do it on the other side. And then once you've done this, come back into your neutral down dog position. Now walk the feet about 1 inch or 2 inches towards the hands. Take a deep inhale. Send the right hand over to the left heel as you exhale. It could be anywhere on the back of that left leg. Doesn't have to be the heel. Fill up the sides of the ribs as you breathe in. Feel them expand out. And then as you exhale, pull on the left side and twist towards the left. Deep inhale as you elongate the spine. Exhale, look under the left armpit. So you're looking underneath, probably up towards the ceiling, up towards the trees in Pavy's case. Deep inhale, send those sit bones up. Exhale, push down through the heels and down through the hands. Deep breath in. Full breath out. One more inhale. Send the right hand down as you exhale. Take a breath in, push up through the sit bones. Exhale, left hand goes over to right heel. Remember, it can be anywhere on the back of the leg, so it could be the calf muscle or the back of the knee. On your next breath out, gently pull on the right side and twist towards the right. Deep inhale, full exhale. Breathe into the back of the body, so into the shoulder blades and into the spine. You'll feel them expand and start to open out. And then as you exhale, look under the right armpits. Send the sit bones up as you breathe in. Send the heels down as you breathe out. Deep inhale, full exhale. One more breath in, and send the left hand down as you breathe out. Readjust your down dog, hands forwards, feet backwards. Take a full breath in into the chest. Step or float to the top of the mat for a ragdoll as you breathe out. Feet will go hip distance or wider. Take hold of elbows and just allow your upper body to hang from your hips. Gently sway from side to side. I find this really nice in a forward fold when I do this. It gives me little stretches through the back of the legs, into the hamstrings, into the calf muscles. Good, take another inhale. Come into the center, let go of the elbows, bring the feet together as you exhale. Breathe into your halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Let's do two more, halfway lift. Exhale out. One more, halfway lift. Forward fold. Now from toes to fingertips, I want you to rise towards the ceiling. It's going to be nice and slow, so you feel each vertebrae lifting up towards the ceiling, and then as you breathe out, bring the palms to the center of the chest. Close the eyes. Push down through the feet and up through the crown of the head as you inhale. As you exhale, relax the shoulders and tuck the tailbone. Breathe into the whole of the chest area. Draw the belly in as you breathe out, squeezing in those thighs. Let's open our practice with 3 Oms. Deep inhale. Have an awesome practice. Inhale, send the hands high. Exhale, bow forwards. Flat back breath in. Send the hands down, step or float into high plank. Hold the high plank. So remember, in high plank, we want the heels above the toes. We push the ground away from us, so we lift out of our shoulder blades. We get a curve at the upper spine, in between the shoulder blades to mid-spine. Now tuck the tailbone under, draw the belly in. Elbow creases face forwards. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, lower down to low plank. Hold your low plank and take a breath in. Lower down to the mat as you breathe out. Good. Now, forearms are going to come down onto the ground. Spread the fingers, palms face downwards. As you inhale, lift up into your sphinx, pulling yourself forwards. As you exhale, lower down to the ground. Tuck the toes under behind you, slide the hands back, and then push back into a downward facing dog. Take a deep inhale and a full exhale. Send the sit bones up as you breathe in. Send the heels down as you breathe out. Push down through the hands, spread the fingers, inhale. Roll the shoulders out as you exhale. Good. Expand the sides of the ribs, breath in. Draw the belly in as you breathe out. Another deep inhale. Step or float to the top of the mat as you exhale. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Rise and shine to the ceiling. Breath in. Lift toes, knees, and ribs. Exhale, bow forwards. Flat back, inhale. Send the hands down, step or float into high plank. So again, we'll hold our high plank. Now this time we're going to lift our right foot up off the ground. So you've got to be pushing backwards through the heel. Flexing the whole of the leg. So you're engaging the whole of the leg. And we're going to be here for another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold the high plank, place the right foot down. Take an inhale. Come down into your forearm plank. Okay, now again, you're going to lift that right foot up off the ground. Push backwards through the heel so you feel the leg, the glute, everything engage. Push backwards through the left heel for another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower all the way down to the mat. Whew. Okay, another Sphinx pose. Forearms down, fingers spread. Breathe in, lift up. Pull yourself forward so you feel the abs underneath you stretching out. As you exhale again, lower down to the ground. Take a breath in, slide the hands back, tuck the toes. Exhale, downward facing dog. Deep inhale. Full exhale. Send those sit bones up towards the ceiling, breath in. Relax the neck as you breathe out. Deep inhale into rib cage. Squeeze thighs in, push heels down, breath out. Again, inhale. Relax the neck as you exhale. One more breath in. Step, jump, or float to the top of the mat as you breathe out. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Rise and shine to the ceiling, breath in. Bow forwards, breath out. Flat back, inhale. Hands down, step or float into high plank. Again, hold your high plank. So make sure you've got a strong core here. You're tucking the tailbone underneath. Now lift the left foot up off the ground. Good, so push backwards through the heel. You're flexing the foot, curling the toes back round towards the knee. For another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Place the foot down, take an inhale. Lower down onto the forearms as you exhale. Lift that left foot up again. So pushing out through the heel, flexing, curling the toes around towards the knee. Push down for the elbow so you lift out of the shoulders. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Place the foot down, lower all the way down to the mat. Yeah, this time we'll go for another Sphinx pose actually. Let's spread the fingers, breathe in, lift up. Exhale, lower all the way down. Whilst you're pulling yourself forwards, lower down. Slide the hands back, tuck the toes, breath in. And now push back as you breathe out, down dog. Deep inhale. Full exhale. Send those sit bones up, breath in. Send the hands and the heels down, breath out. Roll the shoulders out as you inhale. And now relax the neck as you exhale. Remember, heels don't have to touch the ground and you can have a bend in your knees if you need to. Breath in. Breath out. One more inhale. Step, jump, or float to the top of the mat as you exhale. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Rise and shine to the ceiling, breath in. Bow forwards, breath out. Flat back, inhale. Send the hands down, step, jump, or float into high plank. Lower down to low plank. This time up dog as you breathe in. Down dog as you breathe out. Deep inhale. Full exhale. Push up through the hips, breath in. Roll the shoulders out as you empty the lungs. Expand the sides of the rib cage. So you're going to feel them pushing out towards the edges of the room. And then draw the belly in as you breathe out. Nice deep inhale. Full exhale. Send that right foot up towards the ceiling as you breathe in. Good. So we want to be pushing up through the heel here. Really send it up so you can feel the legs stretching up towards the roof. Send that left heel down on your next breath out. Take an inhale. As you exhale, knee to nose. So get the knee as close to the nose as possible. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, send that foot up. Exhale, knee to the right, elbow or tricep. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, send the foot up. Exhale, knee to left tricep. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, send that foot up. Good work, everyone. Exhale, step up to warrior one. Whew, so step up. Nice, good, long step up. Send the hands up towards the ceiling. Spread the fingers as you exhale, relax the shoulders. Deep inhale, lift up through the spine. Feel it, stretch upwards to the crown of the head. And then as you exhale, tuck the tailbone underneath. So you've got to switch on the left glute muscle here to help you do this. Breath in as you expand all the way around the chest. And then as you exhale, push down through the outside edge of left foot. Another breath in. Square the hips as you breathe out, tucking that tailbone underneath. Fill up. Lead through the right knee as you breathe out. So push a little bit further forwards through that right knee. One more inhale. Send the hands down to the mat as you exhale. Woo. Step back into high plank. Lower down to low plank. Up dog breath in. Down dog breath out. Let's send that left foot up this time. So send it up. You've got a straight leg. There's no bend in the knee. So really push out either through the toes or through the heel. Another deep inhale. Bring the knee to the nose as you exhale. And let's hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, send the foot up. Exhale, knee to left elbow. Hold. 5. Breathe into the core. 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, send that foot up. Exhale, knee to the right elbow. Right elbow or tricep. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, send the foot up. Exhale, step up to warrior one. So as you send the hands upwards, be aware of where your feet are on the mats, okay? So being aware of where the feet are on his back foot at a 45-degree angle, and then you've got the left on the left and the right on the right. This will really help you square your hips. As you breathe out, I want you to tuck the tailbone. So you'll feel that stretch on the right hip flexor. Left hamstring will start to switch on, and we can switch it on even more by pulling the left foot backwards. Left foot backwards, right foot forward. So you're squaring the hips, you're drawing the feet into the middle of the mat. Inhale, fill up through the front of the chest. Exhale, draw the belly in as you tuck the tailbone a little bit more. Another deep inhale. Relax your shoulders, everyone, as you exhale. One more breath in. Send the hands down to the mat. Step back into high plank. Lower down to low plank. Up dog, inhale. Down dog, exhale. Full breath in. Full breath out. Hips go up, inhale. Heels go down, exhale. Big breath in. Full breath out. Send your right hip foot up towards the ceiling, inhale. This time, bend your knee and stack your hips as you exhale. So draw the right heel in towards the glutes. Fill up to the right side of the body. So feel that expansion on the right rib cage. And then as you exhale, step up to warrior one. Good. So take the feet nice and wide apart, and there's a lot of distance between that back foot and front foot. Rise up through the hands, breath in. Now bring the hands down behind you, interlinking the fingers. Inhale, lift up through the front of the chest. Exhale, humble warrior. So we want to come down to the inside of the right thigh. Now fill up your back space as you breathe in. Allow the upper body to kind of fold a little bit further forwards as you breathe out. Deep inhale. Lift those hands up and away from the lower spine as you exhale. Good stuff. Breath in. Push down through the outside edge of your left foot, lifting all 10 toes as you breathe out. Another deep inhale. Slowly rise back up into your warrior one as you exhale. Sending the hands up towards your ceiling or the sky if you're outside. And then exhale, send those hands down to the mat. Step back to high plank. Low plank, up dog breath in, down dog breath out. Deep inhale, full exhale. Send your left leg up towards the roof. Bend your knees, you breathe out, stack the hips. Good, so keep your left foot switched on, pointing through the toes or flexing the foot. They're the two options. Draw the heel in towards the glutes. Take a big breath in into the left side of the body so you feel it expand. And then as you exhale, step up to warrior one. Stepping that left foot up towards the top of the mat, pushing down through the outside edge of right foot. Rise up through the fingers. Relax the shoulders, breath out. Deep inhale, and then send the hands down behind you, interlinking the fingers as you exhale. Square those hips to the front of the room, breath in. And humble warrior as you breathe out. Good, upper body comes down to the insides. So it's very tempting to kind of lay that chest, the upper body, down onto the top of your thigh. I want you to come to the inside of it. Going to the inside is going to give you a better opening through the back muscles, through the spine. It's going to give you deeper lengthening through that right hamstring and even into the glute muscles. So don't cheat yourself out of some nice little stretches and openings. Good. Lift the toes, breath in. Tuck the tailbone, breath out. One more deep inhale, and then slowly rise as you exhale. Send the hands up, breath in. Send the hands down to the mat, breath out. Step back into high plank, low plank, up dog, inhale, down dog, exhale. Full breath in, full breath out. Deep inhale, come down into your tabletop as you exhale. So we've done a little bit on the wrists here now, so we're just going to stretch them out for a moment or two. So I want you to take the hands and turn them upside down. Turn the hands upside down so the top of the hands face down, palms face up. Take a breath in. And now start to push backwards through the hips as you breathe out. As you push backwards through the hips, everyone, I want you to push down through the actual wrist. So where the kind of wrist curves around into the top of the hand, this is where I want you to push down into the mat. It's tempting to start to lift the back of the hand up off the ground. I want you to work into the wrists and into the forearms. Good. Spread the fingers and push fingers and thumbs down into the mat. Take a deep inhale. As you exhale, let's release out, turn those hands upside down. Good. We can just kind of rotate around in little circles. Work into those wrists a little bit more now. Those up dogs, down dogs, and high planks and that, they can kind of play into the wrist a lot. Good. Tuck the toes under behind you as you breathe out. And again, I want you to push back into a downward facing dog. Now bring the feet together, take a deep inhale. As you exhale, step, jump, or float to the top of the mat. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Let's go for our chair pose. So remember, folks, I want you to do the best chair you've ever done, because this could be today the only chair that we do. So remember, you've got to ask the teacher sometimes to not do so many chairs, Artie. All right, now let's tuck the tailbone underneath. Tuck the tailbone so you draw the belly in. Now draw in the thighs, squeeze them in. You have that imaginary block and you want to squeeze it as hard as you can. Also want you to let go of your shoulders, let go of the traps, release them. Lengthen the neck so you lift up out of the crown of the head. Good, I'm going to give you another 5, 4, 3, 2. Sit all the way down onto the heels as you breathe out. Keeping the hands up towards the ceiling or the sky, sit down onto the glutes. Whew. Okay, I'll make sure my little microphone is removed from behind me. Now keeping the hands up towards the ceiling, take a breath in. As you breathe out, rock backwards. Inhale, rock up. Exhale, go back. Good, hands stay reaching up towards the ceiling. Inhale, we rock up. Good, we're going to do one more, and then we come all the way back up into chair. Whew. Don't worry, it took me a long time to get that one. Take a deep inhale, forward fold as you exhale. Release out those quads. Breath in into flat back. Exhale the hands down, step into high plank. Downward facing dog as you continue the breath out. Ooh, nearly caught some of you out there. Okay, deep inhale, full exhale. Bring the feet together, send that right foot up to the ceiling. Bend the knees, stack the hips. Take a nice deep inhale. Step up to crescent lunge as you exhale. Good. Send the hands up towards the ceiling. Back heel is off the ground. You've got a softening of the back knee. Good. Now I want you to reach up through your fingers. But at the same time as we reach up, we also relax our shoulders. We're kind of, you know, we're counteracting that lifting by relaxing the shoulders. So we want to stretch through the arms, not through the shoulders. Take a deep inhale. Lower the left knee to 1 inch off the ground as you exhale. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift. We're going to do one more of those. Exhale down. 5, 4, 3. We're doing great. 2, 1. Inhale, lift. Bring the palms together at the center of the chest. Take a deep breath in. Twist to your right as you breathe out. Now remember, if you need to, lower that left knee down to the mat. In fact, I'll tell you what, let's all lower the left knee down to the mat tonight. If you don't want to, you don't have to. Let's lower it down, maybe pad the knee up. Now I want you to push the hands together. So let's push those hands together. Hopefully you can all see me. Now you can also create a fist with the left hand wrapping the right hand around like paper and rock in rock, paper, scissors. Good, breath in. Twist as you breathe out, relax your neck. And if you've got the knee down, it's a little bit easier. Whew, even me, letting that neck go, I'm starting to lose balance as I do that. So just do it nice and slowly, nice and gently. Deep breath in into the chest. Twist, release the midsection as you breathe out, especially the lower spine. Another deep inhale. Step back into high plank. Lower down to low plank. Up dog breath in. Down dog breath out. Feet come together, inhale, send the left foot up towards the roof. Good, bend the knee and stack the hips. Take your deep inhale, step up to crescent lunge as you exhale. Reach up nice and high. So again, remember you're reaching up through the arms, but we're not lifting the shoulders up towards the ears. We're not kind of scrunching up. We want to rise up through the arms, but at the same time, we're pushing down through the shoulders. So you feel that extension through the arms into the fingertips, but that kind of relaxing down of your shoulders. Good, deep inhale. Tuck the tailbone, exhale. Let's take another breath in. Lower the right knee to 1 inch or 2 off the ground. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower down. Remember when you lift, switch on the right glute muscle. 3, 2, 1. Inhale, lift. Last one. Exhale, lower down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, lift. Exhale, the palms together. Take a breath in, lift through the spine. Exhale and twist to the left side. So push down through the left foot. Remember, you can lower that right knee down to the mat, untuck the right foot. You can untuck it or you can keep the toes tucked, your choice. Deep inhale, lift the toes. Exhale, push the hands together. So you're pushing right elbow into left knee or right tricep into left knee. Fill up. Now let go of the neck as you breathe out. Woo, see, I'm very unbalanced today. Even with my knee down, letting my neck go kind of unbalanced me there a little bit. Good. Now, when you breathe out, I want you to let go of your lower spine. So really feel that lower part of the spine start to twist as you breathe out. Take a deep inhale. Send the hands down to the mat. Step back into high plank. Lower down to low plank. Up dog as you breathe in. Down dog as you breathe out. Deep inhale. Full exhale. Bring those feet together once again. Send that right foot up towards the ceiling. Bend your knees, stack your hips. Another deep breath in. Step up to crescent lunge as you breathe out. Good. We're doing a bit on the quads here, but don't worry. We'll get a little stretch out. We'll release those out in a moment. Not a stretch. We'll release those quads out in a moment. Okay, take an inhale. Now send the left arm underneath the right arm for eagle arms as you exhale. Then lift up through the elbows. So lifting through the elbows, you're going to get a stretch into the shoulders. Take a breath in, and now push off the back foot and come up into eagle legs as you breathe out. There we go. Hopefully we've moved all our valuables, the old Ming vases away from us in case we do fall over. Sit, deep inhale. Let's sit a little bit lower there, Liam. I'm sure you can go lower than that. Good. Well, everyone was suddenly called Liam there. I like it. Everyone's got the same name. That's good. Just like being in class. When I say one name, everybody does it. Good. Keep tucking that tailbone, Betsy. That's it. Ah, yes, that's it. Good stuff. Yes, brilliant. Okay, nice deep inhale and release the pose. Foot goes down, palms come together at the chest as you exhale. Send the hands up towards the ceiling, breath in. Bow forwards as you breathe out. Take your feet hip distance apart. Take your two-piece fingers, create little hooks, wrap them around the big toes. Good, now bend the knees, come into flat back. Exhale, fold forwards. So you're pushing down through feet, down through toes, sending elbows out to the sides. Good, have a bend in the knees if you need to. In fact, most of us are probably going to have that bend in the knees. Elbows are going out as far as you can go. Good, Andy, I'm sure we can go a little bit further. Mind the bongos, they're behind you, okay? That's it. Remember, the toes will not come off anyone. So keep hold of those toes. Really push down through the big toe into the fingers. So you're kind of trapping the fingers underneath. As you push down through the feet, I want you to push up through the hips. Keep pulling or sending the elbows out to the sides. Another deep inhale and release as you exhale. Bring the feet together, drop the back of the legs if you need to. Halfway lift, breath in. Send the hands down, step back into high plank, down dog as you breathe out. Left foot goes up this time. Send it up, bend the knees, stack the hips. Big breath in. Step up to crescent lunge as you breathe out. Arms rise high, fingers spread. Right arm goes under, right arm, the right arm actually, goes underneath the left arm, lifting those elbows. So remember, lift the elbows, work into the shoulders. Take another breath in, and as you breathe out, push off the back foot. Nice and slowly, come into eagle legs. Good, now squeeze the thighs together. Be more worried about squeezing, or not worried, but focus more on squeezing those thighs together than you are on trying to get the wrap around with the calf muscles, the shins. Good, that part of the pose, of the movement, it will come over time. The more we open up our hamstrings, the more we open up our glutes and our hips, the easier it is to get that wrap. Good, now lift up through the spine so you can feel the spine, those vertebrae sort of opening as you breathe in. And then tuck your tailbone as you breathe out. Expand into the sides of the rib cages. Relax the shoulders, breath out. Take one more deep inhale and release as you exhale. Whew. Okay. Send the hands up towards the ceiling, breath in. Bow forwards, breath out. Take those feet hip distance apart. Good. Now we're going to go for a reverse. I'm not sure if there's a name for this one. A reverse gorilla pose. So what I want you to do, instead of sending the hands underneath the front of the feet, I want you to send the hands underneath the heels. So the top of the hands will be down on the ground. Palms will be facing up towards the heel. Now bend the knees, breathe into a flat back. As you exhale, start to push up through the hips and push down through the heels and feet. Whew. So the arms, if you're not sure, the arms will kind of go through the inside of the legs. So I'm not sure if you can kind of see me. It will kind of go inside and then hand underneath. I don't know if that demonstration of my foot up in the air was any good. So get the hands as far underneath those heels as you can get them. Quite often we'll place them underneath and go, oh, that's as far as I can get them underneath. But I'm pretty sure if we bend our knees a little bit more and then slide those hands right underneath. So we want to go kind of from the back, like that. That's it. Now send the arms inside the leg, inside the legs, inside the legs. So bring the arms inside the legs. That's it. Yes, you got it. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Fantastic. Good. Now keep pushing up through those heels, up through those sit bones, up through the glutes. Good. How are we doing there, Laura? Yeah? As she sips on her G&T. Okay, take a deep inhale and release as you exhale. Bring the feet together, get the back of the legs a little drum. And then inhale, rise and shine towards the ceiling. Exhale, bring the palms together. Okay, we're going to go for our figure of four here now. So I want you to lift up your right foot, place it on top of the left knee, not on top of the right knee. That is super duper yoga if you can get your right foot on top of your right knee. Now inhale, stand nice and tall. As you exhale, start to sit into your left leg. So you're gonna, it's kind of it's a one-legged chair. Okay, now you can inhale, you can send your arms up if you're really unbalanced, okay? What I like to do when I'm here, palms together, I like to take a little twist. So my right tricep or my right elbow will go to the sole of the right foot. The right foot is flexed, and then I push. I can twist around and then push. Good, deep inhale. If you're twisting, twist a little bit more as you exhale. If you're simply sitting down into the chair, palms together or part hands reaching up, then go for that as well. Good, that's it, Corey. If we come out, we just bounce straight back in again. Oh, I'm sure you can go lower than that, Shani, when we come back into it. That's it, yes, brilliant. Oh, Andy, steady there. Okay, take a breath in and release as you breathe out. Foot goes down, palms come together. Good holding, good dancing, everyone. Take a deep inhale, full exhale. Let's lift up the left foot this time. Send it to the top of the right knee. So I like to use the ankle bone that sticks out the side. I kind of hook it into the top of the kneecap. Don't do this if you've got delicate knees, but if you're fairly strong in the knees, you can do this, okay? Ooh, if I can keep my balance. Oh, okay, breath in. And now sit down as you breathe out. I find this side, my left side, a little bit more difficult than I do my right side. Tighter on the left knee, tighter on the left hip. Okay, now you can simply sit here, work on getting as low as you can, work on that feeling of the right leg, tucking the tailbone, lengthening up through the spine, or you can go for the twist, which is left elbow, left tricep in front of the left foot, so the sole of the foot. Good, and then if you can get there, you can push the hands together and you can start to really twist around. Oh, see, for me, that is a great little, I kind of get a stretch through my abs, I get a stretch through my lower spine, and particularly into the kind of through the spine, into the glute muscle of the left side. Depending on how open you are, is depending on where you're going to feel it. Okay, so we're going to be here for a few more breaths, so we can come back into it. That's it. Use the wall there, Shani. I like that. Nice. Matt, I'm sure you can go a little bit lower there. Look, Cassie's showing you up, okay? Good, Liam. I always know there's a little bit extra left in your tank there. That's it. Yes. Nice. Okay, take a nice deep inhale. And release as you exhale. Nice holding there, Emma. Brilliant. Okay, foot goes down, palms come together. Give the legs a little shake out if you need. Inhale, send the hands high. Exhale, bow forwards. Flat back breath in. Send the hands down, step or float into high plank. Low plank. Up dog, inhale. Down dog, exhale. Fill up. Empty out. Bring the feet together, send the right foot up, inhale. Bend the knees, stack the hips as you breathe out. Fill up the chest area, breath in, and then come up into half pigeon as you breathe out. So use your block or whatever you're using as a substitute, okay? You can go under right glute muscle, you can go under left hip. You can place under forehead or chest, but take your time and get comfortable in the pose. Nicely passed there, Matt. Good. How are we doing there, Jamie? Nice? Brilliant. Good. So as we lay here in our half pigeon, I want you to focus your breath into the upper part of the spine, upper part of the back of the body. So this is the shoulder blades, the rhomboids, the traps. I want you to, all of that area there, it's a big area. So kind of bring it into your mind and start to breathe into it. And I want you to start to work your breath into the shoulder blades, into the top of the spine. Start to feel them expand. Start to feel them move. Good. Now, if you've got your arms extending forwards, I just want you to come back onto your forearms while we're here. Come back onto the forearms. Now, take an inhale. As you exhale, and this is why I want you to focus more into those shoulder blades. I want you to take a thread the needle to send the right arm underneath the left armpit, lowering your right shoulder down closer towards the mat. So take a breath in. You can lower the head all the way down to your towel, your block, or whatever it is. Take a breath in, and now reach across the room through those right fingers as you breathe out. Well, I want you to kind of focus the breath more into that back part of the body. So that thread the needle in the half pigeon, it goes really deep into those hip muscles, into the hamstrings, maybe even into the glutes. I find it really deep in my right glute on this side, right hamstring. But I also want you to focus in the area so we help release out those upper back muscles. So that reaching across, that threading of the needle starts to release out any shoulder tightness. You know, for those of us that are working from home, and you may have had a desk job when you was working before you had to work at home. But we were probably moving around a lot more than what we do now. We tend to, if we're working from home, we tend to, you know, sit down a lot more, we're sort of focusing more on work, or we just kind of sit there, we might get distracted with YouTube or something, but you'll probably find that you'll spend more hours sitting down at home than what you probably would at work, unless you've kind of said, work can take a back burner. So this is really good for people that are sitting down in front of the keyboard all day, just to stretch out the back of those shoulders. Keep that breath flowing, the Ujjayi breath. Make that noise as you exhale with the engagement of the whisper muscles. This keeps us focused, stops our mind, or stops us wandering off with our mind. Your mind will always wander. Good, now I'll give you one more inhale, one nice deep breath in. And as you breathe out, come back into the center, place the hands down, lifting up through the chest. Take another inhale. And as you exhale, tuck the right toes under, send that right leg upwards. Sorry, tuck the left toes under, send the right leg upwards, bend the knees, stack the hips. Rotate the ankle around in little circles, wiggle the toes. And then take an inhale, and then as you exhale, place that right foot down, bring the feet together. Send your left foot up towards the ceiling, bend the knees, stack the hips. Good, deep inhale into left side. Come into your half pigeon as you breathe out. So we'll just come down into a normal kind of, I don't know, standard, if that's the word, half pigeon. Onto forearms, or arms extending out forwards. Using props where you need to. Taking your time, getting the knee out to the side and the shin parallel to the top of the mat. Walk your right foot backwards. So use those toes to kind of, you know, claw your way or crawl the foot backwards. Let's just allow the hips to open up before we go any further. So you're focusing your breath into the back of the body. So focus it into the back of the body, both the shoulder blades, more particularly the left side, the left shoulder blades, left rhomboids, trapezius. Good, and if you're already on your forearms, great. If not, then just come back onto those forearms. Take a breath in. And then as you breathe out, send that left arm underneath the right armpit, taking that thread the needle. Ooh, nice and deep, this one. Good, now bring that left shoulder down. If it doesn't come all the way down to the mat, then use your rolled up towel or your books or your blocks, whatever you've got, kind of rest down onto it. If it doesn't feel good to go all the way down to the mat, if it feels too deep, then use something underneath. Good. You can have left forearm onto the mat. You can have left arm extending forwards, or you can have it, you know, palm flat, elbow stacked above the wrist. So if you are taking that thread the needle and you have got your hand flat on the ground, try not to push down through the right hand too much, because what we don't want to be doing is lifting that right shoulder up on top of the left shoulder. We kind of want the chest, you know, still fairly squared off to the mat below us. So try not to push down through the right hand and open in the chest. We want the chest squared to the mat, and we're just simply reaching across the room through the left fingertips. This gives you a greater stretch, a greater twist into lower spine, into shoulder blade, into glute muscle, and into hip muscles. Good. I'll give you a few more breaths here. Okay, take an inhale. As you exhale, start to bring that left arm back underneath you. Lifting up through the chest as you breathe in. Head lifts out of the shoulders. Tuck the right toes underneath, and then as you breathe out, send that left foot up. Bend the knees, stack the hips. Rotate the ankle around a little circle. Wiggle the toes. And now bring that left foot down onto the mat. Feet come together, take a breath in. Step, jump, or float to the top. Come to lay down on your back. So let's lay down on the back. So we've done, you know, quite a few back bends in class today. So we're going to go straight into abs. And I know everyone is at home going, woohoo, yes, let's go straight into abs. Just exactly what I wanted to hear from the teacher's mouth. Straight into abs. Okay, so we're going to extend legs up towards the ceiling, everyone. Legs up towards the ceiling. Soles of the feet are flat on your ceiling. Or if you're out in the garden still, feet are going to go flat towards the sky. Okay, hands will come down beside you. You can slide the hands underneath the glute muscles if it's more comfortable, because what we're going to do in a moment is we're going to pulse our feet up towards the ceiling, which means your hips and your lower spine will come off the ground, okay? It's not just pushing through the toes. Okay, so let's take a breath in. Now pulse up as you breathe out for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, a little bit higher, 5, 4, 3, a little bit higher, 2, 1, and hold those feet up towards the ceiling. Hold the feet up. Now keep the legs straight. Take a breath in. Slowly lower the heels down to 1 inch off the ground for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now hold. Feet are 1 inch off the ground. Now I'm believing everyone's got their feet off the ground. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, send those legs up nice and straight. Good, that's it. Legs are straight. Now we're going to pulse up again for another 10. Come on, Ursula. 9, that's it. Good. 7, 6. Great, Shani. 5, 4. Keep those feet going, Paper. See if you can touch the tree. 2, 1. Good. Now, hips on the ground, legs are straight. Take a breath in. Nice and slow this time, Laura. Lower down on 5, 4, 3. Bit slower, Betsy. 2, 1. Hover the feet off the ground. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, send those feet nice and high. Good, good. Now legs are straight, soles of the feet are upwards. Last set of pulsing for 5, 4, 3. Good, Rachel. 2, 1, and hold. Hold the legs up nice and straight. We're going to go slowly down, Laura. For 5, slow, Betsy. 3, 2, slow Andy there, 1. Now hover, 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 good stuff. Brilliant, 5, 4, 3, we're doing fantastic. Keep holding, 2, 1, and relax down to the mat. Good. Drum those abs, drum those abs. Ooh. Okay, take a full body stretch. Feet forwards, hands backwards. Big breath in. As you breathe out, draw the knees into the chest. Okay, let's rock up on our inhale, rock back on your exhale. 3 times I want you to do this. On your third rock backwards, let's go for shoulder stand, send the feet up towards the ceiling, hands come to the lower spine. Draw the elbows and the shoulder blades together behind you. Remember, if you're going for your headstand, or you're going for a tripod, or whatever it is you're working with at the moment, then I want you to clear all your valuables away from you, okay? So those valuable Star Wars figures, Ming vases, guitars, whatever you got around you, bongos, clear them away. Good. Shoulder standers, you're going to push up through the feet. Headstanders, if you're going for it, remember, wrap the hands around the triceps. Keep the elbows where they are when you unwrap the arms. Walk the feet into your headstanders, then draw one knee into the chest as you send the other leg up towards the ceiling. That's it, brilliant. Good, keep the core engaged. Yes, Shani, nice. Now send both of those feet up. Good, but keep pushing down. That's it, yes, good stuff. Keep pushing down through the forearms. So you're lifting the head off the ground. Minimal contact with headstanders. Good, shoulder standers, push up through those feet. That's it, Rachel, brilliant, nice. Keep pushing up, Hardy, nice and high as you can go. Draw in those thighs. Bring the elbows and the shoulder blades together. Deep inhale. Shoulder standers come into your plow pose as you exhale. Elbows come a little bit closer together there behind your mat as you lower down into plow. That's it. Fantastic. How are we doing there, Liam? I just see some legs flying around there for a second. That's it. Shoulder standers, breathe into spine, breathe into hamstrings, into glutes. Headstanders come into child's pose whenever you need to. Shoulder standers, take a breath in. Start to lower down to the mat as you breathe out. So lower the spine down slowly, hips come down mid-breath. When the hips come down, keep the legs straight, then lower the heels down. A little bit of cheeky abs there at the end. You can never beat some cheeky abs. Good. Feet come down onto the ground. Let's take off fish on a brick now. So fish on a brick or traditional fish, whatever it is you work with. Remember, traditional fish, hands underneath the glutes, draw shoulder blades together, elbows together, and then we lift through the front of the body as we relax the neck backwards. If it's not comfortable, then keep the chin into the chest. Keep breathing into the front of your body. Allow the shoulders to be heavy so they pull the chest out towards the sides. Deepening that stretch that runs through the center of the chest muscles. Stretch that runs up into the throat. Take your breath in. Roll over to the right as you breathe out. Release the block, come to lay down on your back. Come into your Shavasana with your arms beside you. If there's any finishing poses you wish to take, like a supine twist, you're more than welcome to do so. Otherwise, we come down into Shavasana. Remember, you can always have a towel under the back of the head or a cushion if this is too much on the neck. Close the eyes, relax the breath. Try to make the breath as shallow as possible. Start to deepen your breath, filling up the whole of the chest area as you breathe in. Bring movement to your fingers, to your toes, and allow the head to roll from side to side. Bring the head back into the center as you breathe in. Draw the knees into the chest as you breathe out. Inhale. Roll over to the right as you exhale. Take a breath in. Come into seated position as you breathe out. Legs crossed, eyes closed, palms together at the center of the chest. We'll close our practice this evening with 3 Oms. Deep inhale. Thumb knuckles to our third eye center, and together we say Namaste.